Okay, Robin, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, Mr. Mayor and Councillors. Sorry I've got no props, but I could have brought a truckload of blackberry with me if you wanted me to. Thanks for the opportunity. In my brief submission, I've headed up Broad Oaks, a rejuvenated suburb. If you recall my submission a couple of years ago for our group, we had Broad Oaks, a neglected suburb. I want to thank the council for what they've done over those 2 years. The whole suburb has been rejuvenated with a bit of effort by the council, and thank you for that. However, there's a wee bit of work to be done to finish the job off. In 2021, we presented a submission to the LTP regarding the neglected state of the Coronation Reserve, and there are also other matters. And the necessity to provide funding to develop the reserve as planned, but importantly, to remedy the many issues that were extreme concern to the residents as a byproduct of not being developed. I've attached to my submission my previous one, which had a lot of detail, which you might like to look at if you have time. The total budgeted cost to complete the project was estimated in 21 at around $1 million, having previously been costed in 2008 at $465,000. So that's an increase of 115%. If we don't finish this job, it's going to cost $2 million to finish it. It will revert to what it did over the last 15 years. So we're at a crucial point right now. Over the last 2 to 3 years, I'm informed the council has spent $541,000 as part of that development, which was approved in 2021. That's made a huge change to the reserve and part solved some of the issues that existed. But to complete the project as approved, we need another $400,000, which is on your annual plan. But I found out yesterday, a bit confused that some of that's already been spent. I'm not sure what the balance left available to re-spend ongoing. So to avoid wastage experienced over the last 10 years or so, it's imperative that this job's completed before costing the ratepayers even more money. We don't want to have to write off the $500,000 that's just been spent. If the good work completed in the last 2 years is not finished, the reserve will just revert and have the same problems. Already, blackberry has grown 1 metre outside my place since December because it hasn't been maintained because there's no money. If that carries on, that blackberry will go back to was 4 metres high before you started the work 2 years ago. It's rampant. It needs a regular maintenance program. On Saturday mornings, it's a joy to me. When I go into my vegetable garden, I just sit down and listen to the birds. It's actually increased dramatically in the last 2 years. There's bellbirds, fantails, native pigeons, native falcons, wax-eyed yellow birds. There's tui being heard in the area. I haven't seen them personally, but it's just a potential another Zealandia. And we're actually on the track to have that just about ready to be maintained on a low maintenance basis, but it needs this extra capital expenditure. I'd encourage councillors to go and have a walk through the reserve for the work see the work you've done in the last 2 years. It's fantastic. So we support the $426,000 that's currently in the budget on page 186. But I'm a bit worried now that some of that might have already been spent and it won't be enough to finish the project. So again, I thank councillors and I'm happy to answer any questions.
We've got time for one, Tim, please.
Thank you, and thank you, Robin. It has been a journey, hasn't it? And thank you very much for coming and making a submission on behalf of the residents. With regards to, we've got a program with increasing tree cover in parks, and our local community board got a list of parks the other day, one of them being Coronation Reserve. Have you been approached by staff with regards to this in the planning?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay, that's all. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you, Robin, for making me think. Eric, please.